Hello and welcome to the channel, Cali Legends Media. Okay, just a quick reminder. This Saturday coming between 12 noon and 4 o'clock is going to be the t-shirt giveaway. And you need to be a subscriber in order to qualify, okay? Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Set that notification bell on all so you'll be notified whenever we drop a video, whenever we go live. And also, real important, sometime during this video, please hit that like button. Even if you'd like to take a second right now to do that, hit that like button. It's a way to support the channel. Doesn't cost anything, but these likes are very valuable to content creators. That's why they're always mentioned. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so before I get started, I want to mention a new channel that's coming up right now. They're like 10 subscribers away from getting monetized. The name of the channel is AGS Off the Block, okay? Middle-aged gentleman that has a pretty good grasp on things. He explained things clearly. I think he's gonna go somewhere with his channel. But anyways, if you can, go check him out and support his channel and help him to get monetized. Okay, the reason that I mention him, not only because of the reasons I just gave, but I was watching him this morning and he was talking about a live that he caught with Dubs and Gunner, okay? Well, on their lives during the Memorial Day weekend, I guess Siamese twins came up. And the way he said it was that I guess Gunner started clowning Siamese twins and, you know, making comments like, okay, so they're both stuck in this one body. What if one of them's gay? Then what? You know, and saying little things that, little derogatory things, trying to be funny. You know, he's a joker. You know, he's always playing around. But some things people might take to heart, just like this gentleman did. He has a young child who has mental disabilities and some physical disabilities, I believe, but he's a disabled child, man. This guy loves his child, and he felt some sort of way hearing somebody talk like that to somebody that would fit into this group of people, you know, Siamese twins. So he addressed the issue. He said what he had to say. He said how he felt. And I wanted to support him on this, man, because he's a new channel. I don't know how many views he's getting, but sometimes, you know, a video go out of my channel and get some good views. And I think some people should really think about when people play around like this, you know, the type of person they are, you know, the way people act is usually the way they feel inside, that allows them to cross certain lines, certain boundaries that the average person just wouldn't do. You know, I wouldn't make fun of anybody who's disabled. I know a lot of disabled kids. I've worked with them. I've seen them all of my life. And I feel they're suffering, even though some of them are always smiling and always seem like they're happy. No, they're trapped in those bodies, you know, and you know, we go through what we go through, sometimes being in good physical condition. Can you imagine them going through life and being struggling with something like that, like being a Siamese twin, all of the challenges that they have to face? Then you have some guy out here on social media clowning about their conditions. It's like over 1,000 Siamese twins in the United States today, and their families, you know. Anyways, I know people don't care about the characters of the persons that they get their information from, that they watch. Okay, perfect example: ex-dope fiend, gang member, you know, a felon. I mean, not the best example of somebody in society that you would maybe take advice from. Nevertheless, I might have something good for some people who hear what I have to share about my life. Santo G put it in really good words, saying, he tells his story, hoping that people hear these stories that we tell or that he tells, and I'm with him 100%, and maybe hear these stories and realize just how difficult the lifestyle could be, and some of the bad things that come from partaking in certain things that are introduced to a person who's in the streets, in the barrio, dealing with things, and maybe that would help somebody not have to suffer so much, and maybe make some good decisions in their lives. Now, mentioning Santo G, I want to say I also seen a video today of his talking about Wes Watson. Now, Dub has Wes Watson Wednesday. He's been tearing this guy apart for so long. And one of the things that he goes in on him about is Wes Watson has never been to a level 4 prison. He's a bullshitter. He's lying about all these things. He never was a shot caller. And maybe he is, I don't know if Dubs is lying about something of his past or how he did his prison time, because when we hear about it, all we hear about is Pelican Bay and the main line, but all indications point that he wasn't always on the main line in Pelican Bay or Tehachapi or Corcoran Shoe. He's been other places that are frowned upon. It's his business if he wants to keep it secret or not, or lie about it, or whatever, bullshit about it, however you want to put it. And that's why everybody's always going in on him. And that's why he goes in on Wes Watson. But isn't that the pot calling the kettle black? And Dubs and Gunner, man, they get so many views, so many people follow them and stuff. That's why I say, and I've said in the past, people don't care about people's character or background, but they also add honesty to that too, man. People don't care about people's honesty or sincerity. You don't know what they're being sincere about, because if a person's bullshitting about one thing, he might be bullshitting about something else. You know what I mean? But anything for the views, anything for the money, anything for the growth, the subscribers. And that kind of puts YouTube in a bad place for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be a part of that or be known for being a part of something like that. You know what I mean? I try to keep my stuff legit and just, I don't have to make nothing up. And still I get called a liar. I stood up 17 days one time in the county jail. Oh, no, nobody could do that. You put too much salsa on the tacos and this, I get called on things that I did myself personally, and people don't believe yet. People get lied to and bullshitted and still continue to subscribe to the same lie and bullshitters. You know what I mean? Wes Watson has a huge following, yet he's always talking shit, yelling at people and bullshitting. You know what I mean? And the dude's rich, There's a place for bullshitters and liars on social media. And you look at social media, especially YouTube, and you don't know what to believe. You know what I mean? Because there's so much lying going on and so much deceptive content, Santo G was mentioning Wes Watson because he was clearing up his stance on Wes Watson. Yes, he did make a video a couple of months back. I watched it, where he co-signed Wes Watson was with the business. He was with Wes Watson on the yard that he was at, and seen him get down, seeing how he did his time and everything, and said the dude was all right. He never co-signed him being a shot caller. That was all Wes Watson's doing, or being on a level 4. Santo G don't know where the hell the guy went when they got separated or what he did. So he can't call him a liar, and he can't confirm it being true. Okay, but Two Scoops, who is with the business and on the main line and does know where he's been and gone and who he is, says that the dude's just all cat, pulled the rug right under Wes Watson, and pretty much put him on the shit list, you know. But yet people watch Wes Watson and follow Wes Watson and pay him thousands of dollars, for something that they could look up themselves and just discipline themselves to do, Today I was just looking at YouTube trying to get an idea for content, and my idea was that YouTube's like the new National Enquiry. You don't know what to believe and what not to believe. I don't know how many times they said the world was going to end. I think every year they say the world's going to end, and that there's going to be an invasion, and that all this stuff about being impregnated by aliens and all kinds of shit. I know it's for entertainment, but I think the stuff that you take in, and you listen to, does something to a person. You know what I mean? And if you're listening to bullshit and you're listening, like, if you don't draw your own lines, like, you know what, man, this guy's got priors of bullshitting and being dishonest. I myself personally, it's something in me automatically that'll not allow me to listen to that cat. I look at him, or he has some kind of sexual fucking problems in his head, always talking about his dick or how big his dick is, or tossing out everybody. And like, I start thinking, man, what is this shit? This shit, is this the way we talk to people? You know what I mean? To women and even to other men. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that are automatically just flips a switch in me, like, fuck this. I don't want to hear that. And maybe I could have listened before, but I change. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that. But I'm glad I am, and probably eventually it's going to get to the point where I just say, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to mess with YouTube as long as I can, and as long as I could take it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's fucking annoying, everybody's calling everybody everything and making fun of people, and like, come on already, man. Like the dude from AGS Off the Block says, let's try to do better. Now, by experience, I know that's not going to go nowhere. That went like this. It came out of my mouth and straight to the floor. Didn't reach nobody's ears, because nobody's going to try to do better. Everybody's going to try to do views. Everybody's going to try to do likes and grow the channel. You know what I mean? Like, fuck what's real or what's fake, or what do the people want to hear? What do they like? Drama, bullshit, it's for entertainment, right? I don't know, people. You guys tell me what you think. Let me know in the comment section, man. Be real. Just tell me straight out, man. Like, am I seeing shit through clouded eyes, or is shit really like that fucked up, on social media, especially YouTube, man. You got you got a guy that had gang members on there talking about street business, and got all those guys from the Rolling 60s picked up on RICO charges. Those are life sentences, man. That's some serious stuff. And it wasn't just the ones that were appearing. They did the talking and helped get all the rest of them. You know what I mean? And they're still all good in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's all right, with that neighborhood or that clique, or I don't know how things are working no more, man. But that was crazy. And a white dude was it right in the middle of the whole thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, man. I just felt real, like, disappointed today and everything that I seen on social media. And it's changed a lot recently, You don't see as much content being put out, and then when you do, it's like it's too much, you know. Anyways, that's my opinion. That's my video for today. I don't think I left anything out. Pretty much covered everything I wanted to cover. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section, and I appreciate each and every one of you if you're still with me and you watched the video this far. God bless you. God bless your families. People, stay free. Stay out from behind them walls, because no matter what I said during this video, this is the most important part of the video. Do what you have to do to make the right decision. Stay on track. Stay free for your family, your loved ones, your kids, everybody that you love and care about, man. Because when you're in there, you can't do nothing for nobody, you know. Nobody that matters, really matters in your life. So stay free, people. God bless you, and I hope to see you on the next video.